In today's video, we are going to take a look at how setting big financial goals helped me to become financially successful. Hello and welcome. My name is Peter B and I welcome you here at My First Million, where we are achieving our financial goals together. So I have been doing these videos for over 1 year now, but recently I was thinking, especially going into the new year, about what are the key factors that make me financially successful, that maybe make me more successful than other people, even though I'm not particularly doing great in any kind of areas of life. I'm just seeing myself as being a regular guy, having a regular job, having a normal family, having a normal upbringing. Am I rich, or did I have accomplished all my financial goals yet? Of course not, but I'm on a good path to it. So why is that? So this led me thinking about my past and my current situation. And I realized one big factor is delayed gratification. I already had a video about delayed gratification before, but why am I able to delay my gratification? I realized it's because throughout my lifetime, I always had some big financial goals. Maybe from the current perspective, they're not very big, but at that point in my life, looking back, there were big financial goals. For example, I grew up in a very rural area. There's not much public transportation there. So if I needed to go somewhere, I needed to ask my parents to give me a ride. So therefore, already at the early age, as a child and throughout my teenagehood, it was always clear to me, as soon as I'm turning 18, I need to buy a car. It doesn't need to be a nice car, it can be just a beater, but at least I need a few $1,000s to buy me a car that can bring me from point A to B. So of course, as a kid or as a teenager, I didn't earn a lot, but every money that I received, I was basically saving it. I put it in my piggy bank, and once my piggy bank was full, I asked my mother to put it into my savings account. So over the years, throughout my childhood and teenagehood, I was able to save a nice amount. And when I turned 18, I had the money together to buy a car. Then after buying a car, it was also clear to me that earlier or later, I want to buy a house or an apartment or even build a house. I wasn't sure about the details yet, and I also didn't know exactly when this is going to happen. But therefore, my next big financial goal was just to save up to have the down payment ready whenever I want to build a house or buy an apartment. And sure enough, before my mid-20s, my wife and I already had the down payment ready for our first apartment. So therefore, we also achieved this next financial goal. After that, my goal was clear, that I need to become financially free. I know a huge trend is the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early. For me, the retire early piece is not very important, at least not for now. I'm coming from a hard-working family, so working throughout life is pretty much the standard in my family, and was the impression that I also got from my parents. So the retire early piece, it's not very important, but the financial independence piece has been very important to me, because I felt like only if you're financially free, you truly have the freedom to do what you want to be doing. And you don't need to be dependent on other people or another company to hire you. Of course, this can still mean I can continue to work, but at least an unplanned event won't hit my lifestyle significantly. So therefore, the next financial goals, the next big financial goals that I had and that I'm still having is financial independence. And I'm not there yet. So I'm still working on it. But again, I believe I'm on a good path to financial independence. So buying a car getting the down payment for my first apartment, and now my goal towards financial independence always gave me the long-term big trajectory where I'm heading financially. So this allows me to do a lot of things in the long term. I'm not hustling short-term opportunities, but just try to continue my career step by step and improve my career step by step. Then especially for expenses, this gives me a huge mental advantage. I don't need to buy those small stuff that give me short-term pleasure. I am aiming for the long run. I'm aiming for the big picture. And I know every small thing that I'm buying for short-term pleasure is only keeping me longer on the path where I want to be going. So financially speaking, I don't get much pleasure out of small things, like a coffee from Starbucks, or like new sneakers, or spending money on other discretionary goods. For me, it's much more pleasurable and much more fulfilling if I can take this money and put this into my retirement account. So also for investments, this helps me a lot to have a long-term time perspective. I'm not seeking the quick win because I don't need the next $1,000 that will finance my next vacation. No, I'm trying to compound and accumulate my investment portfolio step by step. So through the process of constantly putting my savings into my new investments and through the power of compounding interest, I am sure that I am on the path to financial independence, which is my next big financial goals. What comes next after that, I'm not sure yet. I will figure it out later. But until then, I still have the big picture in mind that allows me to be on a long-term positive trajectory for financial success. So what are your big financial goals? Please share with us in the comments below. Thanks a lot for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and especially I look forward to seeing you winning financially.